All right. Fire them up.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Genre of Your Life podcast, your go-to podcast for all things movies, TV, entertainment, and a podcast that will call the Avengers for New York if the Knicks win or lose, because New York will definitely need the Avengers. Win or lose.
That place about to look like the Dark Knight Rises.
No, but chaos in the streets.
You guys won. It doesn't matter. It's like, no, you guys won. Don't riot.
That was. I'm not a sports fan. Like, I don't give a shit about sports, but never have I been like so vested in a game before.
Oh, I bet.
Because I'm like, man, like fuck these refs, like bro, like blah blah blah, and then spoilers, that last fucking shot last night.
Crazy.
Oh
Unreal.
my god. I called out work today.
I can't believe he just said spoilers, bro.
I know. Just for those of y'all that haven't seen it yet, like
they haven't seen the highlights. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Like if you want to skip to this time in the video, that's when the spoiler talk will end. But for right now, game.
It was a good game. It was a good game. Yeah, it was crazy. I can't believe I literally thought the Spurs had it in the back. I was like, yeah, this game's over.
Oh no, Spurs been like cheating, man, like just hard fucking core, bro. And so again, like that last shot.
Wait, the Spurs? I thought that was the Thunders, not the Spurs.
Huh?
When it was OKC and Spurs, I thought OKC had it too.
Oh yeah. OKC, yeah, that was yes, it was OKC that was really really bad when it comes down to like fouling. But anyways, I'm rooting for.
What's up?
No, I was gonna say I'm rooting for I'm lucky rooting for the Spurs, but I don't mind if the Knicks win, So
just in case the Knicks do win, 'cause New York fans are just like very very passionate. I'll say that. To quote Anchorman, you might want to lay low for a little bit. Maybe find a relative or a safe house. Go off the grid for a little bit because And then last night I don't mean mean, but like someone threw an egg at Wemby. You saw that video? Knicks, dude. Again, y'all won, and poor Wemby just walking out to the hotel, and someone just eggs him, and it goes. And it was perfect aim. I gave him that much. It was pretty good aim.
It was probably a fucking Knicks player.
Could you imagine? Like, this is what you get.
Because the Spurs were just the games were just fucking fixed, man. Like it was so obvious. And again, I'm not a sports guy like that, but man, all due respect to the rest of the game, like man, fuck the rest of the last couple of games, bro.
Yeah,
I've never seen such heavy-handed cheating, man. Like. Oh, bro, I don't like that.
And that was our Genre of Your Life sports talk, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. For you sports fans out there, that one's for you. We got y'all. But no, of course, we are your hosts, Doug, Nick, and Moses. And we have a great episode for you all this week. We are back. We are in the thick of summer movie season. We are so happy to be here. Of course, you can find this podcast on your favorite podcast platform of choice, whether it's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon. Of course, we have our full video show on our YouTube page, youtube.com/Midway Avenue Productions. Whether you're on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, don't be a stranger. Don't be lurking. Subscribe, rate, review. We want to hear from you guys. Your feedback means the world to us. Again, we are on Spotify, Apple, YouTube. Leave a comment, leave a review. We want to hear from you guys. Your feedback means a lot to us. It's the backbone of this show, this community. So don't be shy. Don't be a stranger. We want to hear from you guys. So, again, leave us a review, comment, subscribe, share us with your fellow movie fan, family member, you name it, neighbor, doesn't matter. Again, we want to hear from you all. So thank you all for tuning in this week. Hope you're having a great summer movie season. It's already June 11th, which is crazy. I felt we were kind of just flying by this year in the summer already. I'm like, slow down.
Last week was fucking February, man. I'm like,
right, exactly. I was like, wait, what? Like,
it's crazy, man. Crazy. Hey, it's crazy. But I'm excited because it's like, it's going to be a great summer season when it comes down to movies. It's already been,
man. It's been great so
far.
So
it's like, it don't matter to me. As long as I can see all these movies.
That's what
But you haven't seen Obsession yet. And you should.
I haven't seen Obsession yet.
You gotta see you gotta watch. Hey, Moses. If you watch Obsession for the first time, for like a Valentine's Day thing, or as on like a first date, genuinely, oh, bro. And I'm broke saying this. I'll give you $1,000 cash, bro. I'm telling you, man.
Bro, I'm not watching it.
Easily.
I'm not watching it. I'll probably, if it's still playing by next week, I mean, it probably will be. I'll check it out next week.
You got
I'll
it,
check it
bro.
out next
I'll watch it with you, man.
We'll go.
We'll turn the lights on in the theater and everything, just so it doesn't
week.
feel
Bro.
as intense.
Nah, man. You know what? Maybe I'm just gonna wait until like it releases on digital, bro.
Oh,
No, I'm kidding.
my
I'm
heart,
joking.
my heart,
I
my
am
theatrical
kidding,
heart,
bro. I'm joking. I am a theatrical fellow. I always watch movies in the theaters
You damn
every
right you
day,
are.
all day.
I was about to
But
say,
I'm
man,
gonna go check it out.
Moses's thoughts and opinions do not necessarily reflect that of
the
the Midway Avenue Productions podcast or YouTube channel.
I'll probably go see the most movies out of everybody here in theaters.
I would hope you
Probably
do.
do.
Well, you do, yeah. I would hope you do, man. I know, man. You can't wait for the Minions in a few weeks, and you're hyped for the Minions. Day one, I'm there. He was like, "Yo, bro, like, I already bought my tickets." No one else did.
I ain't even seen
On IMAX.
3 yet.
Yeah, man. You're gonna see IMAX. You're gonna see it in every
IMAX.
format: IMAX, Dolby, Cine Capri, Cine XL, all the little checkbox of all the formats.
on LinkedIn.
Yeah, LinkedIn is.
Not on LinkedIn. Sorry, Letterboxd. They got the Tom Holland. They had there was a little clip that Tom Holland posted for like the Odyssey had posted for like a video where you can see the Odyssey in each format, right? And then you can go on Letterboxd and basically click every format they had seen the movie on, which is crazy.
Oh, I can't wait, dude. 1 month, baby. 1 month, man. We almost there. And to our video viewers, ignore the boxes in the background. I'm not in the back rooms. It's just I'm moving in a few weeks, so that's what the boxes are for. So don't mind those, of course. But no, thank you all for tuning in because we have a lot to cover in the next couple of weeks on this pod. So stay tuned and stay subscribed. Before we do our quick review, of course, and Spielberg talk, let's talk about we're getting the movie that we've all been asking for. Well, some of us have. And that is 24 Jump Street. We're skipping 23. I think what it is is because the whole Men in Black 23 thing was a bit of a leak. Remember that during the Sony leak a couple years ago, where they're like, "Oh, they're going to do a 23 Jump Street in the Men in Black," and that shit didn't happen. Yeah. And they were like, we're kind of done at this point, which is it is what it is. All right, so here we go. So wrong thing. That is the Wemby egg. 24 Jump Street. So it's official. So yesterday they confirmed it. Neil H. Moritz, the producer, it's happening. And apparently Channing Tatum, Jonah Hill, and Ice Cube are all returning to this movie. So that's pretty big. I think for us, 90s kids, we were in high school when these movies came out. And they were a big part of our high school years, I feel like, in our kind of the last kind of almost era of comedy movies, I would say, to a degree. It's
about that. That's a good. But I got a small anecdote because
go ahead.
Because when you said we were in high school watching, I was like, you took me back, bro. I remember I rented it in high school, and I was going through my first breakup, and it was via text.
Dang.
And it's all sad and shit, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, so what you mean this ain't working out? What the hell you talk about? I would turn over and just watch the movie intermittently through through this conversation. It was I'm genuinely cracking up at this movie because it's just fucking funny as shit. And then when I look at my phone, it's you're single basically. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I just turn back to the movie, so it's kind of I'm like, all right, fuck, I got 21 Jump Street on.
Hey, you had Korean Jesus for you there.
Exactly, yeah. So
that's crazy.
One of the best monologue in comedy movies the past 10 years is Ice Cube's introduction, because it's funny that you have the guy that says "fuck the police," but the police chief captain.
Right, he's the one that's running the shit.
And there's one guy on TikTok, I find that it's so funny. He has a movie on in the background. And he's standing in front of the TV, and he quotes the movie verbatim. It is a great job. Yeah. It's so funny. But anyway, they're a big part. Again, 21, 22 were big hits. Obviously, kind of definitely put a little bit more Phil Lord and Chris Miller on the map. Of directors, comedy directors, stuff like that. And they're both big hits. And some of us know, too, is that, again, there was the rumor, 23 Jump Street and Men in Black crossover. That didn't happen. And then they made that MIB International, which was pretty fucking shit. And then it was kind of just what's coming next, whatever. So out of the blue yesterday, yeah, it's official, 24 Jump Street in the works with Jonah Hill, Channing Tatum, Ice Cube in talks. All right, guys. Again, I think Moses had a great point yesterday too in our group chat that like Moses is kind of attributing this to Scary Movie 6's success. How do we feel about this movie being greenlit overall? Are we hyped for it? Kind of worried about it? Like, what's up?
No, I think it's gonna do numbers. You know what I mean? So I see, like I said yesterday, I mean on the text and everything like that about Scary Movie 6 doing really really great numbers opening weekend. Literally made 54 or I forget it was 60 or 50
Huge.
like worldwide. That's huge, especially for a film like that. Yeah, dude. If this movie has a budget of like 40, 50 mil, that 24 Jump Street, I think it's gonna do a good job overall. But I'm excited about it. I'm excited. If Channing Tatum, Jonah Hill, and Ice Cube comes back, like I'm there. Yeah. Now I'm thinking about how stupid the last one was, but yeah.
It's so funny, dude.
Yeah,
the whole spoiler, the whole thing. If you weren't there to see the reveal of Ice Cube, daughter, and Jonah Hill, you missed out on a momental experience in the movies. That reveal is one of the best reveals of all time. No matter what genre, you can't beat that reveal of him and the daughter. You see each other.
That shit was like, bro, like that's kind of like that's like almost worst case fucking scenario, bro. But I think for me, like I'm looking forward to it. I'm the only, and this isn't even like a hesitation that I have about it, I guess, but I'm just curious, like if the premise for the first two movies where we have to go undercover as school students, like what is 24 going to be about? Well, I'm kind of hoping that they maybe do like I don't even have any examples for it, but it's like I want it to be at least as good as the first one.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, how could y'all do it? Because it was Lord and Miller, right? Are they coming back for it, or they got like someone else?
That's a great question. So Jonah Hill's writing it. He co-wrote the first two with Michael Bacall, who's a great writer. Michael Bacall wrote Project X, Scott Pilgrim, The Running Man. These two movies. He's not coming back. So he has Ronnie Rothman, who wrote Into the Spider-Verse, also co-wrote 22 Jump Street. And then Megan Malloy, who I haven't seen much of her work in my research today about her. She's been kind of like an assistant to like Jon Favreau on a few projects. This is her kind of first big movie as a writer. But right here, all I see is Lord and Miller are returning as producers, so no director. So my question is for you, both you guys, and I kind of thought about it too. If Lord and Miller won't come back, I'm a bit kind of concerned. I feel like they're kind of the big glue of these two movies. But who would you have direct then? That's the question.
No, I mean I feel like the cast, have a good like hold on the characters, for them to be able to be, attached to a different director and still have the same sort of like juice as the last film. As long as that director understands comedy, and the script very really really well, I think they'll be okay. Yeah, I'm thinking.
So it says right here.
You know who I would choose?
Who'd you get?
No. I know this is stupid, but like the director that just made Masters of the Universe. I want to go see Masters of the Universe.
Travis Knight.
Movie. Yeah, Travis Knight. I think he would do a good job. But then the budget I know will probably increase. It was great, man.
Okay.
I just feel for Brotherhood was great, bro.
Because the trailer, I'm like, the trailer looked kind of it looked kind of light to me, you know what I'm saying? But then like I kept hearing like, no, this movie's like actually really good. And I seen some of the clips with Skeletor, and I'm like, this does look a lot better than the trailer. Just it's hilarious. Skeletor is great. He's also funny in it. It's a good movie. But I just feel sad because it's not doing well at, it's not really doing numbers right now at the box office. And if it doesn't do well at the box office, there's not going to be a part two. And I actually really want a part two for that movie. But Travis Knight did a really good job directing that movie. Really great job. So if he is pitched to direct, 24 Jump Street, I'm all in because I think he understands comedy too as well from what I've seen
with him directing Master Universe. So yeah, I think he'll do a good job. But
So
I mean, there's a lot of other directors out there.
so
I
it's
would get the guys that did Bad Boys 3 and 4.
oh, Bilal and Odile. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's good. That's my choice too.
I'll link them too. Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
that was gonna be my choice too, Nick. Good thinking. I thought about him as well. So it looks like it's in rumors, negotiations that Ronnie Rothman is going to be directing this. And again, he wrote 22 Jump Street, and he wrote Spider-Man to Spider-Verse. Ooh, Grudge Match. Ooh, I can't be mad at that. He was a co-director of Spider-Verse into the Spider-Verse, and then he has written some stuff. Yeah, 20 Jump Street, Grudge Match. So yeah, it looks like he's doing great on negotiations that he's going to be directing, but you never know. Things change left and right with directors.
Yeah.
People hop in, hop out. It's always a rotating, revolving door of stuff like that. But if he's involved, I kind of feel at ease because he's been around Lord and Miller, and he's been part of those guys for a little bit. So it's like he's kind of part of that crew, that Lord and Miller crew. So that would make sense. But to Nick's point, though, it's like if you're going to go back to school, you are even older than you were. Last one was, what, 12, 13 years ago? So
yeah, they were joking around about like you look fucking 40. Like they were making those jokes in the first one, but it's like no, y'all are actually fucking 40
40s,
now. So it's kind of like, hey, maybe y'all could get like undercover positions as like fucking college professors or some shit.
Yeah, I know. You imagine if they're like, we're gonna. Well, imagine it's like, 24 Jump Street. They're actually gonna, become. They're gonna be students again.
No.
That would be funny just because it's like y'all were too old to be doing this in the first movie. Yeah. But like now, and it's like when did that first one come out?
2012. 2012.
That's
you know why?
Crazy,
that was a great run.
2026.
That was a good one. 2012 was a great one.
21 had a great year. 21 came out. You know why? It was a perfect time. You know why? Because we had Chronicle, Project X, 20 Jump Street in the same month. That's crazy,
bro. We also had the
Avengers a month after. That's crazy.
Dark Knight Rises. I don't remember which month, but it was that
same year. Dude. That was July. That was a crazy.
2012 was actually hype, man.
Yeah,
it was actually a really good year.
The 2010s were damn good era for movies.
Man, crazy. Take me back.
I know.
I'm telling you, man. Hey, low key, so I'm like, hey, some of this shit is kind of whack right now, bro.
So yeah, 24 Jump Street was the foreign exchange during the fake parody trailers was the foreign exchange students.
You know what would be interesting if like again because everyone's older as shit now. Like if Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum they're in like Ice Cube's position and then like Ice Cube is just like a higher position. So now it's like, oh man, now like we're the old ones and now we got to deal with like the younger generation of undercover detectives.
I like that.
Shit.
Yeah,
I like that pitch a lot actually. Ice Cube's the mayor.
Ice Cube is basically Nick Fury.
I'm making the fucking president. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Like he's a president, but he's doing the Nick Fury shit.
I like that. I fuck with that.
Yeah. Hey, look, that'd be kind of clean. Good.
I watched that. Yeah, I'm intrigued. I'm hoping this again for us. Yeah, if you're our age, especially like these movies, like definitely hit a lot. I'm kind of glad they didn't go with that MIB 23 thing because like the rating issue because Men in Black is PG-13, 20 Jump Street is going to be rated R, so it would have been like that. Which one do you sacrifice for the rating? Like,
yeah, I feel like when that was announced, like, it's gonna be 21 Jump Street meets Men in Black, I was like, that's I was not for that. I'm like, it doesn't even make sense. It's too out of the blue for me. But
yeah,
I don't know. I would like a Men in Black reboot though, because I haven't like read the comics, but I read about in the comics they deal with like aliens, ghosts, demons, like everything. So I think that would be kind of that would be dope. If I could get like David Ayer to direct it, like make it more kind of like gritty, less of a comedy.
Mm-hmm. Bro, I know that, dude. That MIB International was fucking whack, bro. Shit was boo boo AF.
Yeah. When I saw the trailer though for that movie, I thought it was gonna be like lit, man. The trailer.
They fucked over the trailer and was like, I really hope Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones come back. Like,
I did too. And they fucked over F. Gary Gray too. Remember, he wanted to walk. Out of production. They strongholded him. He was like, I'm not doing this shit. And he was like, you're gonna finish that movie.
Yeah, like a different script or some shit like that. Rebecca was in that one. Fucking Jessica from Dune. I'm like, what are y'all doing with this movie?
Oh, dude, that movie. I saw that in college, and I was like, what the fuck am I watching right now? It was so I was like, come on now. And
wait, what are you talking about?
F. Gary Gray got like forced off that movie.
I heard somebody say Dune. So
she was
because Rebecca Ferguson was in Men in Black International.
Oh, I literally forgot about that. She was.
I did too.
Actually, that's how shitty the fucking movie was.
Bro, that movie was so.
Because I'm like, bro,
she was like an alien.
You had the woman from Dune, and it didn't even. Wow, that the hair.
But I don't think she was hyped. That I don't think Rebecca was like super
she wasn't like Rebecca Ferguson yet.
Yeah, she wasn't like completely like well known. But now,
looking like this,
now
bro.
She's great.
Looking like this,
you really chose that wig, huh?
Looking like
Why did y'all do that to this lady? The lady from the Mission Impossible movies?
That movie was so bad, bro.
Yo, yeah, if you think she's great in a Mission Impossible, you should see this show on like Apple.
Silo.
Oh, fucking Silo. What is that show about? I saw like season 3 is out now.
Bro, I know. I'm sorry. I feel like I just kind of went on a tangent, but it's that's the synopsis. Or
in a ruined and toxic future, thousands live in a giant silo deep underground. After its sheriff breaks a cardinal rule, residents die mysteriously. An engineer starts to uncover shocking secrets and the truth about the silo.
Yeah, that sheriff is fucking fired, bro.
You were about to lose your job
when people fucking died. Yeah, you're out of here, buddy.
You're out of here, buddy.
So we'll see. 24 Jump Street. It's in production. It's in the works. We'll see when it comes out, and you will have our review when that comes out, whenever that will be. And Sony, hey, if you need guys covering that premiere red carpet, you got 3 guys right here. More than happy to. Just saying.
Oh yeah.
Saying. All right. So moving to the movie of the week, and that is Spielberg's Disclosure Day. Not a spoiler, of course, for you, Nick, and all our audience. Coming out this weekend. It's Spielberg's first original film in 20 plus years, which is fucking crazy. If you ask us. It's right now tracking not that hot. Fingers crossed. We're trying to be good for the box office, of course. But again, Spielberg is back with another genre, another sci-fi epic that he's known for. But again, Disclosure Day, a meteorologist and cybersecurity expert find themselves at the center of a movement to expose the government's cover-up of extraterrestrial secrets, kind of basically Close Encounters to a degree. And it is Spielberg back in his element. Again, not spoiler, of course, for you all, for Nick, of course, too. Moses, of course, your non-spoiler thoughts on Spielberg's Disclosure Day.
Yeah. I mean, wait. Now that you brought up, like Close Encounter, it almost kind of felt like a remake a little bit, too, as well. Like of them discovering what this certain thing is and everything like that, following the 2 lead characters. But I thought it was great, man. I had a great time. We talked about this before too as well when we were at the theater. But I had a great time. There was a lot of moments that really, got me like. This was like the first movie of the summer where I was really, really trying to like focusing on and trying to understand like the underlying details of the film and everything. Because like we talked about before, because the movie doesn't have like this crazy like big. Hopefully, it's not like they spoiled it. It doesn't have like this crazy big score, right? It's very much where it almost feels like as if you're literally like not exactly in the film, but you're kind of like in the same rhythm as
I agree.
As what's basically happening on screen. Spielberg does a really, really great job and like really taking you in like these little like moments here and there without the score at all, and it's great and it was amazing, and the shot selections were the camera blocking.
Oh, dude,
camera blocking. It was amazing, man. Like Steven Spielberg and the DP of this film, I keep forgetting his name, but he's been Steven Spielberg's partner for like for ages now. I can't pronounce his name right.
Kaminsky?
Yeah. Kaminsky. Yeah. He's amazing, man. Like the camera blocking for this movie was amazing. Like I know as a filmmaker myself, like I want to be able to study the movements in this film and throughout Steven Spielberg's catalog of movies and how he does camera blocking, because it's really, really great. Nobody. No filmmaker competes when it comes down to blocking. like Spielberg, bro. Nobody. I don't care. I don't care. Nobody. But he's a GOAT. Anyways, as I was saying, it was a fantastic movie. Emily Blunt was amazing. In its film, Como Domingo was amazing too as well. He when he came on screen, I was locked in. I was locked in because I knew he was gonna like kill it. Every single role this year that Como Domingo has done, he's just been killing it. From Euphoria, from Michael, from to this now. It's crazy. It's crazy. This guy got a great year, but had a great time overall. He killed it. But overall, it was a great film, man. The score was really, really dope. The script was really, really dope. There was some slow pacing here and there that won't exactly like great that I thought would have been great if music was added, of course.
I agree.
If the score was added. But overall, I had a great time still. I had a fun time. And yeah, you know what I heard? I heard that they're actually playing, the new Odyssey trailer,
Ooh, Universal makes sense.
Yeah, Universal. They're playing a new Odyssey trailer before Disclosure Day. So I might go check it out again. We'll see. Just see the trailer. But
it's playing in 70mm too in certain locations too.
Yeah, I know. But Arizona. Don't think.
Let's see, internet later dates. I thought Tempe Marketplace got it.
Nah. But anyways, I'm probably gonna go check it out again. We'll see. But I had a great time, and yeah, I know that Steven Spielberg and his time is kind of running out and everything. But I do. Oh wow!
70mm. Okay. There you go. Just saying.
Okay. Yeah, damn, I didn't know that. Okay, good to know. Good to know. But before he retires, I wanted to make at least one more movie, or more movies. I don't care, and yeah, go see this movie. Go see this movie in theater. You're gonna have a great time overall, yeah. I'll probably have more to say along the line, but a little bit more along the line, but not right now.
Fair enough. Yeah, like I said at our theater reaction, I told you guys this too. It was like, this is the Spielberg summer blockbuster is back. Like movies that we grew up on, us 90s kids. We're part of that Amblin era. A lot of us are, and we grew up with those movies. Whether it's Goonies, Indiana Jones. I mean, goes on and on and on. I mean, again, he's a big part of our childhood. For us, people who grew up on movies, you name it, E.T., Close Encounters. I mean, for me, Catch Me If You Can. I mean, all these movies. He's just kind of like, he's always been there. I think for all of us. But I do think over time too, I think he kind of became more of like the auteur director with stuff like Lincoln and the Fablemans and what was the one, Bridge of Spies and stuff like that.
Spies, yeah.
Or War Horse, as Moses' favorite movie.
Hey, shout out to War Horse.
War Horse.
Lincoln and War Horse
back to back
are amazing.
A long movie night.
Movie. Yeah, that'd be a long night. But this to me is him going back to his roots. It's going back to the Close Encounters, going back to kind of like that big epic he was known for. Like, hey, a summer blockbuster movie belonged to him for a long time. Spielberg had that summer blockbuster in the can no matter what. And this, to me, was like, wow, hard to believe it's been his first original movie. Because, again, Fablemans is based off his life. So, again, I can't say it's an original movie because it's very, 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 very inspired by his life and his upbringing. But this is like, I think his last original movie was, I think it was not Minority Report. I think it was Terminal. I forgot what it was exactly, but it's been a while. Whatever.
Was Ready Player One original? No,
book.
That was based on.
Book.
That was based on the book. Yeah.
And remember, he took out the parts of his movies out of that book. Remember, because the book was very Spielberg coded. Like all that book referenced so many Spielberg movies and moments.
Really?
And he was like, "Hey, I don't want to sound like an asshole or be like, look at my shit," basically. But he had to take him out. Because he don't be too pretentious and like, oh, look at me, I'm this, whatever. So he took, Jurassic Park is still in there briefly, whatever, and he produced Back to the Future. But the movies he directed, he pulled out of the book, which again, I respect that too. As a filmmaker, like, hey, you don't want to kiss your ass too much sometimes, So your own ass, whatever. So I get it. But with this this is very back to his element of, you know, the sci-fi epic. To Moses' point too, when the scenes are quiet, you feel the intensity. There's like the car chasing that you see in the trailer. You're gonna hold your breath. You're gonna hold your breath, Nick. The whole time you're just like, like what's gonna happen? You're like, oh my goodness.
It's great. It's a really, really good scene. It's a really good scene. Like I was
crazy.
You know, I was locked in. I was locked in.
Crazy. And to Moses' point too about the blocking and the camera work, there were so many times where Moses and I were like going doing this with our hands. We were like, look at that shot. Look at that shot.
Yeah.
At one moment too, Moses leaned into me, goes, bro, this fucking camera work is crazy. And I was like, bro, I know.
Yeah.
It's some crazy camera work.
Like, he goes from one frame, you know, and into another frame where you're looking through like the mirror and you see the object from, I don't know. It's just a lot, but it's really, really amazing, and it's really, really crazy how he does it. You know how he still does it.
Hey, I'm sold.
Yeah,
bro, I got to see it now.
You're gonna love it, dude. And it's our boy David Koepp. David Koepp, I think, definitely has found his kind of like as a writer, his renaissance again recently, because he did a lot of movies with Soderbergh recently that were really good, like Black Bag, Kimmy. We'll forget about Presidents was pretty ass, but you know I'll forgive him for that movie for these other movies. But to me though, I know Spielberg and him work very well together, of course, in the past.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll forgive.
You know what
him.
I heard?
What's that?
You know what I heard when it comes into this film? I mean, I heard that Spielberg, you know, I mean, he wrote the story like on his, you know, on his notes app. Yeah. You know, basically.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I believe it. And it has like all like, the right beats to a Spielberg movie. Like it's like the classic, like back in his element. You're like, okay, cool. I felt that a little bit, definitely Ready Player One. And then, you know, I thought, you know, The Post and The Fablemans, and again, all well-made movies, West Side Story, all very well-made movies, but like they were missing that Spielberg sauce that I thought, like, you know, you get Indiana Joneses and you get the Close Encounters and the E.T.s and like all these movies. That, hey, like, where has this been for a while? Like, even like War of the Worlds too, like that still had that Spielberg sauce, you know. And I think this brings that back. Like this is like him kind of like coming back as like that, you know, blockbuster filmmaker, original filmmaking that he did, and go ahead.
No. I was gonna add to you, but I was gonna say like when it comes down to Ready Player One, I think he did a great job with that film too as well. Now that I'm realizing when it comes down to like the action sequences and everything, like it was a really, really well done movie. You know, I feel like if that movie came out today, bro, you know how much numbers that movie would do?
Oh, it'd be crazy, dude. It's
crazy.
Crazy. It was a decent hit when it came out. It wasn't really a big hit.
It was. Yeah. I thought they were gonna do a Ready Player 2 for some reason. You know,
the book's there. Yeah, the book. They have a book ready for it.
The book is there. The book, really?
Yeah. The book's there. The same writer too wrote it. But I know I would hope do Ready Player 2. But Ready Player 1, I saw that 4 times in theaters. I was like, I had the biggest smile on my face seeing that in theaters. I love that movie. But with this one, I was like watching this. I'm like, yeah, this is what I'm talking about. And again, Josh O'Connor is great. Emily Blunt is fantastic. But man, the two though, I thought with Colin Firth and Coleman Domingo, when they're on screen together, there's a scene of monologues where you're like, oh, yo, it is like a masterclass in, to Moses' point, directing, camera work, and acting, dude. Like seriously, the four of them, but like there's a scene legit with Colin Firth and Coleman Domingo where you're sitting there, you're just like, holy shit, this is like unreal acting, like this insane acting. It was like, oh man, but no, it has really all the things you love about a Spielberg movie. Yes, it's a bit of a slower burn, I would say, very much so at the beginning, and then some of the middle. It's slower. It's not as fast paced like Indiana Jones or like, you know, even like E.T. to agree, but like it's slower paced. But I think if you can appreciate that, like this movie has really like. There's a great build up. It keeps you engaged. It keeps you kind of questioning like what's going to happen next, how this will be resolved. You're never bored, and it goes by pretty fast for the most part. But there are slow moments, so you know, bear with that. But it's a fun summer blockbuster movie.
I feel like I said before, I feel like the only reason, you know, to your point, you know, Victor as well. I feel like the only reason why it might seem so because music is not included in those moments.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? The score, there's no score that's included. It's all just, you know, all you hear are, you know, sound design work, you know, of things that are happening around the space that the actors are in and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, Yeah. This sequence here, there's a moment where the camera blocking
Oh,
was
dude,
like
the
out of this
wrestling.
world.
Yeah, the wrestling scene.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this
But it
scene,
was
this
great.
scene right, this scene right here, like this is the way like he moves the camera and the color grading and the typical,
Yeah.
his the lens flares. If you know his kind of like his lens flares, signature thing, it's there.
Yeah.
The lens flares are there for sure.
Yeah. Hey, you remember that one sequence? I don't want to like spoil anything, but there's a sequence. I hope this doesn't like spoil, but there's a moment where like the camera basically is pulling from like the computer, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
As some footage is being played, right, and everything like that. It's very, very slow and everything, and then all of a sudden, like, a cereal box, starts pouring in the bowl and everything like that. And I was like, I thought it was. I don't know what that's so simple, but I thought that was amazing. I don't know why.
But effective. Simple but effective.
But effective. It was so effective. It was so effective.
And and also too, it's just fun seeing movies with actual sets being built. You can tell that a lot of this was on set locations, practical effects. Yes, he uses CG, which he does, but like he still kind of is like kind of the king when it comes to mastering, with using mixing like practical effects and visual effects like seamlessly, and it just works. It just works. And my only two gripes with this movie is, I guess 2.5. I thought for John Williams' score, to Moses' point, it's underutilized. You're like, damn, you got a few movies left before he,
I know. So I'm saying, I was like, why ain't there more score in this shit? Like, put the score here, you mother. You know what I mean?
It's missing the score.
He's 99 years old, and it's like you're not putting score in each one of these sequences that feel very, very intense, right? But hey, that's what Steven Spielberg wanted, but yeah,
it's still a good score, but it's not really. It's not really memorable, John Williams. We all know the Indiana Jones or the Jaws or Star Wars. Even so, it's more.
I even remember Close Encounters score.
Encounters, or Jurassic. I mean, all these movies, like John Williams. When you hear this one, I was kind of like, why aren't you utilizing him the way you used to in his other movies? And I was like, all right. And I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest too. I don't want to be mean. I didn't when she was on screen as actress Eve Hewson. I thought at times I was like, oh no, where she was like, why can't you tell me? I'm like, oh no. Like she's really like, I don't mean mean, but she's miscast in this. Like I would have had a Florence Pugh in this or Anya Taylor-Joy in this, where there was a scene where she was like, I have to get this, and I'm like, don't do that. Like please don't do that. And she's miscast, and I'm like, I don't think it's like Spielberg's direction of the writing. I just think she's just miscast. I think she could. I think more like a Zendaya or like a again Florence. I think Florence Pugh would have killed this in this role. Would have been so good. But was she?
I think I can see Florence Pugh too as well. I really do like Eve Hewson and everything. And some other films that she's done are great.
Robin Hood.
She was in Robin Hood. Yeah. She was in that Apple TV movie. I forget what's called.
Florence Son, John Carney.
Yeah, Florence Son. She was great in that movie.
She was good in that. She was good in that. For some reason though, in this, it just was not clicking for me. Where I was like, bring it down. You're kind of just like, oh my, I have to. I'm like, it's just you're overselling it. You're like, all right. And I thought even too, I'm a big fan of Wyatt Russell. He had no chemistry. He was funny, but man, him and Emily Blunt had zero chemistry. Where I was like, he was funny. Like he's definitely the comedic parts of this. Yeah. This movie's also unintentionally funny at times, where the audience was laughing because of like how awkward or cringe things were. But it's kind of the point. But when he's on screen, I was kind of like, oh, he's funny, but you're telling me he's with Emily Blunt, no chemistry. Yeah. I was like, I do not feel this, but he's funny. He's very funny. He's a good actor too.
I mean, there's some moments that were clicking, here and there.
Oh, he's good. Yeah.
Like the moments at the apartment. Sorry.
Yes, that was good. That was good.
But yeah, I can understand that. For sure. But I definitely thought he definitely brought a lot of comedic relief to the film that really that was really, really needed. So yeah, it was good. But I thought he was gonna have like a bigger like role.
Yeah, he's good. He's definitely a pivotal part of the movie. It just at times I was kind of like I just didn't feel like they were in love, and I was like, are you sure about that? Like, all right. But
I didn't think they were. For some reason, I didn't think they were.
Yeah, I was kind of just like it just. I think it's someone else getting someone else for that role, or someone like. I don't know. It's more of a chemistry, if you ask me. But he's still very good. But
I think,
before though, Josh O'Connor, Emily Blunt, Coleman Domingo, Colin Firth just really just owned this movie, and they're just out of this world terrific. So yeah, out of 10, I'm giving it 8. It's a solid Spielberg, back in his element. Mm-hmm. I can't wait to watch it again. I can't wait to get it on Blu-ray. Out of 10, Moses, what would you give it?
Out of 10, that's a good question. I'll probably give this, like give it like an 8, 8.5.
Okay,
it
was close. Yeah, we're
8.5. Yeah. I definitely know there was more missing that I wish I had in this film.
Yeah.
I
felt the same thing.
I just wish that there were more. In the way that it ended, I feel like that was the time where you're supposed to show us more, right? And I wish we had that. That was the only thing, because it's like you ended in a note where it's like you expected more after that, But
I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
it's a great point.
Yeah.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
We walked out. I think you, me, and Nino were like, we kind of wanted more. We were like, and we were like,
keep that film rolling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, keep it going.
They started, the film rolled out. The film finished. But I mean, that's what I give it.
It's Spielberg in his element. It's Spielberg back in his, blockbuster element. I'm happy to hope he does more. To Moses' point, does more of these. I feel like it's fun to see him back doing it.
Yeah. I know his next film is going to be a Western. That's what he wants to do. And I'm down for that. Yeah. I'm down for that.
Of course. It's good.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's good.
Yeah.
Again, David Koepp, our guy. David Koepp back in his screenwriting element too. Yeah, I think, Nick, knowing you, I think you're going to like this movie a lot. I think you like this movie.
I do like David Koepp, so I ain't mad at it.
It's definitely, I think it's up your alley for sure. So speaking of which, Nick, we asked everyone at the screening on Monday what their favorite Spielberg movie is. So the floor is yours, my friend. What is your all-time favorite Spielberg movie and why?
For me, I gotta go with I'm gonna go with Minority Report. It was between.
Okay.
It was between that's my because it was between Minority Report and Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Nice,
but dude, Minority Report, because I'm a sucker for a good sci-fi movie. This shout out to my grandmother, because my grandma was one that showed me this I was a kid. She doesn't even like sci-fi shit. She's just like, I just kind of figured it's something you might be into, and I get like Tom Cruise is one of my favorite actors, and just again like the sci-fi. I like the kind of like the moral question it poses, like, if you can stop a crime, is it justified to stop a crime that you know is going to happen, but like you stop it before it happens? Because then it's like you're kind of taking away not choice, but it's like you're because a big premise of this movie is like, I have to arrest this person and throw them in jail before they like murder somebody. But then it's like, yeah, but they didn't murder anybody. Why did you throw them like in jail? You know what I mean? So it's like you're punishing them for something that they haven't done. Even if it's like, well, they haven't done it yet, it still is like, but they also just in general haven't done it. And, so there is a bit of a mystery element. And I just love how like kind of visually inventive the world is. Like this scene right here. Yeah. It looks like he's great. Like maybe hopping off a ledge. That's a fucking car, because like in the future, like the roads kind of go like that and shit. So, edge of my seat, and I love the cast. Tom Cruise, Neil McDonough, Max. I might be mispronouncing.
I think Colin Farrell was also in the movie.
Yeah, like Max von Sydow. I'm sorry for butchering that. I apologize. Samantha, go back, because she was in Anemone, another movie I love. Samantha.
Oh, that's
Morton.
right, she is. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Wait, isn't she also like in the Odyssey?
I don't know.
I think she's also casted in the Odyssey too as well.
Hey, yes, she is. All right, okay. You know your
Oh, at
shit.
Cersei? Okay, I gotta check
Oh,
this
Cersei,
out.
yeah.
Because I've only seen Samantha Morton in three things. It was Minority Report was the first, and then the second was it was a television show, and I forget what it was called. I think it was Harlan, as a matter of fact, and then Anemone, and so performances was always kind of. Minority Report, and even like the end. The end, it's a solid ending, like it's great, but like years later, I saw like theories like, what if like this is how the movie, like what if it's like the ending isn't really what happened, it's just kind of like what we think happened or whatever, and I love that sci-fi shit, and I gotta go on Minority Report, man. That's my shit, and that's that. What's his name? Peter. I think his name was Peter Strauss.
Oh yeah,
I might be mispronouncing, or
the
not
ghost.
Strauss, but Peter Stormare. I apologize for mispronouncing that as well. But yeah, this dude, Constantine, John Wick Part 2. He's in my show Arrow in season 3. That's my shit.
The Ghost, 22 Jump Street.
Oh yeah, 22 Jump. And the first movie I seen this dude in was the Tuxedo with
oh my gosh, yes,
Jennifer Love Hewitt. So
oh my god, yeah.
I saw him in that, and then I saw him in and I'm like, this motherfucker has range, because he was goofy as hell in the Tuxedo, man.
Oh my gosh, you're right, dude.
But and American Gods,
great show.
Ricky Whittle, Ian McShane, a bunch of people. But
that's a great show.
But my favorite Spielberg film of all time is The Minority Report.
That's a good one. That was Isaac's. Isaac had a tie between that and War of the Worlds. That was his.
Isaac got good taste.
Yeah.
I knew he had good taste in movies when he said his favorite Mission Impossible was the third.
That's right.
That's my favorite too. Yeah. So Isaac, if you listen, shout out to you, man.
Oh yeah. He was. It was funny. We're doing the video, the whole like video of it, and he says it, and he goes, "Are you ready?" He goes, "Well, no, that was my answer," and I was like, "I wasn't recording." So he had to and Moses was cracking up laughing. Moses goes, "That was his answer." He goes, a very thoughtful, kind of in-depth answer, and I was like, "Okay, you ready?" He goes, well, "No."
Wow, I was like, you should have been recording. Moses, always press record.
Scroll down a little bit.
Yeah.
Scroll. Yeah, this where it says. I think it says like a day ago the TCM link, like that image right there. Like move over to that one right there. Yeah. That's one of my favorite shots in Minority Report because, like in the scene they were like on the run, and it was like the just like the kind of physical staging, because he was kind of saying like I think like X Y Z, and she's saying like nah, like that, and it was just it's kind of like it's like we're both in sync, but we have like two different perspectives on how we should handle this situation. Just the visual storytelling I thought was really cool in the scene, and it's like it's minimal, but like you kind of get the message, and I just thought it was creative, so I give that scene a little shout out.
No, it's a great scene, and to Moses' point earlier about his movies, it's minimal but it's effective, and a lot of his shots have that, with the minimal but effective. So let me ask you this. I'll ask you guys this. So obviously, we talked in our pre-movie testimonial we did for this movie. Moses said Close Encounters. I said Catch Me If You Can. Nino said Ready Player One. Kelsey and Abby, The Real Obsessed, shout out to you guys. They said Schindler's List and Raiders of the Lost Ark. And then she also said Jurassic Park was the first one, and then she said Raiders of the Lost Ark. So he's been around. Again, as Moses was saying, he's the GOAT. Why do you think he's kind of like one of the directors that like has been so like beloved all these generations now, like from the 70s to now? Why do you think his movies kind of hold up the way they do and is still very relevant to this day? It's rare.
I feel like.
Take it away, Nick.
Well, I'm going to keep this brief, and this is someone I'll admit, and this might be kind of blasphemous. I haven't even seen a whole lot of Steven Spielberg movies, but the one thing for me that I kind of latch onto with his films is, again, it's creative, it's very imaginative. It's like a sense of wonder there, so it's like when you're watching a movie, like you want to escape, you want to be like wowed and amazed. So that's, I think, and listen, I'm gonna be dead ass. I don't give all due respect. I do not care about the Jurassic Park movies, but there is something like incredibly intriguing about, what if dinosaurs like, were alive today? So it's like it's a simple idea, but it kind of just like, butterfly effects out into like these, crazy grand stories. Jurassic Park, what if we had dinosaurs today? Minority Report, what if we could stop crimes before we happen? It's a simple premise, but it's just there's so much I could do with that. What else? I didn't even
Yeah, I mean,
realize
it
you could
touches the
catch me
question.
until today.
You know, I
What was
mean,
that?
some of his movies. I mean, some of his movies, when it comes down to like the premise and everything like that, kind of starts with the question. What with what you just said, it's literally a question, which is, what if dinosaurs were here today? What if we can stop crime before it even happens? You
Right.
know, what if we, what if we encounter an alien or
Right.
whatever?
And
So all of
even with,
these
with
are
Indiana
questions.
Jones, like what if a person, because like he's like I have to study like the history and the facts, but what happens when you put someone that is like, I only believe in like what history proves? What happens when you put someone like that in close proximity to literal divine power? You know what I mean? Like, I don't
Good
believe in
point.
this thing, yet I'm looking at it right now, yet I'm having this experience with it. So it just kind of is like, it's, damn. Like what me and Moses said, like, simple idea, but just like executed in the kind of like a grand, wonderful way. And when I say like wonderful, I mean like it is like full of like kind, like wonder, imagination, all of that kind of stuff. And again, he just kind of
Yeah,
did it like before, like, obviously before like anybody nowadays did
Yeah.
it. Like he did it when like it was like there weren't really like movies coming out like that. He's kind of like at the like beginnings of it. So
yeah.
yeah,
No, I agree.
I mean, for me, man, like the reason why he is, one of the greatest directors of all time, because he understands that, like, uh, like the audience crave adventure, right?
mm,
Especially from his early days and everything like that, in a grand scale, like he understands that the audience crave adventure, and most of his films that he has done all based on, number one, like you said, Nick, wonder, and also number two, it's that adventure that we all crave, and it's all and the idea of adventures is basically in all of his movies that he's done,
Hmm.
you know. So and I think that kind of like inspired me a little bit, after watching his films, um, is kind of like, hoping in the future, maybe sooner, is including that sort of like adventure, sort of like, idea in my films. Even though they might be a little bit different, but still that kind of like idea where, you know, where where you chase after this adventure in this movie, in this film that you watch. But yeah, man. I mean, yeah, he's the GOAT. No, I'm kidding.
He's one of them. He's one of
Yeah.
them. I forgot what I know. Jordan Peele talked about this during when Nope came out. He said it's really cool that I feel like, I mean, it's like I think what Spielberg did really well is that he's kind of in a way, to a degree, one of the filmmakers that's kind of the grandfathers of spectacle of films.
Yeah.
You think about it, because
Yeah.
'70s
I'm
when
with that. Yeah,
when you got Jaws, and Jaws became what it was, but then you got Indiana Jones with Raiders. You're like, whoa. And again, obviously this is a couple years post Star
Yeah.
Wars, but Spielberg kind of really made spectacle mainstream, I would say, with filmmaking.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that '80s, think about that run. We had all those movies, but again, even the smaller films like The Color Purple, or smaller films like The Terminal, and even Catch Me
Yeah.
If You Can. It's like they're smaller human-driven movies, but they feel large. When you watch Color Purple
Yeah.
now, it still feels a very large movie because of the cast, the seriousness, the tone of it all, the music, how involved everyone is, and it's like, yeah, there's really human stories, but they're huge. Go ahead, Moses.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah,
was gonna say. I mean, I know it's gonna sound funny, but I'm, in War Horse too as well.
same thing,
It's
huge.
literally about this. It's literally about this kid who realizes that his horse had to be basically be sent off to war because
Yeah,
the soldiers needed that horse. Blah blah blah. And then after that, he's like, you know what? I want my horse back.
Yeah.
So he starts to look for his art. He starts going to every place that he can, as this war is happening and everything like that to make sure he gets his horse back. Like that is it. And it's like large. It's large in this grand scale of things.
Yeah.
And it's also an adventure where you follow this kid, and everything. But yeah. Yeah, man.
It's true. That's a great point. I mean, all these movies, think about it. War Horrors, even Lincoln's a race, a long movie, but again, still, this.
Yeah.
Tintin, Munich, War of the Worlds, Terminal, Catch If You Can.
Munich is perfect,
that's
man.
Great
Munich.
movie.
What's the
And if you want to learn how to block a camera, I'm kidding. I'll stop.
Yeah,
but I was gonna say, if you want to learn how to block a camera, watch this movie, man.
Yeah,
It's
great
crazy.
script.
It's crazy. Also, the editing too as well in this movie.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
fantastic.
You gotta watch it.
It's
yeah.
fantastic. Yeah. Yeah.
It's really good.
He
Dude,
was the
I'm
first
like
hope.
out of like all his movies like that you haven't seen yet.
Munich's
I suggest
crazy.
you watch this one.
Yeah,
you watch this
really
one.
good.
It's been on my list for a minute, and Amistad, I gotta finish that one.
Yeah, I love the Terminal. I think it's super underrated. But again, a movie about a guy stuck in an airport. It feels pretty big in scale and scope. It's one of those movies that you're just like you see.
I think it was like partially based off a true story because I think something like this actually happened.
I think so too. I think you're right. And I love it. I love this movie so much. But again, still big in scale and scope. I mean, all these movies, Hook. I mean, Empire of the Sun, Color Purple, Indiana Jones, Twilight was on the movie, E.T. I mean, all these movies are just big in scale, but I think also too they're very timeless as well. Because again, you can watch Catch Me If You Can, you can watch The Terminal, you can watch E.T., you can watch all these movies are very timeless. And I think he's one of the filmmakers that are making very timeless movies, and it's one of those kind of like they just stick with you. They're talked about a lot. But to Moses' point, though, films like War Horse, you still feel how epic they are, even though they are a drama, a period piece of a drama. But you still feel like he's bringing this epicness to all these movies.
It's the emotional scale of it because like the emotional what's it called the emotional the emotions run deep with these movies is what I'm trying to say basically.
Oh yeah, no,
the word was
much
escaping me, but it's like because there's I can't believe this fucking escaped me, but like with some of these movies, the main thing is like again like the emotional connection, not just like the characters, but kind of like what the story itself like represents too, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like that's another thing that resonates so much with people.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, and it's I like that he's still allowed to make whatever he wants. He's still again no matter what kind of genre it is, you definitely know it's his movie. You definitely tell, okay, this is a Spielberg movie. And again, he never lost sight of who he was as a filmmaker. And I feel like he's always really been consistent, and he hasn't really kind of like tried too hard to be something that he's not, or make a movie that he's not. Again, he's done serious, he does musical, he's done war. I mean, he's done everything, action, sci-fi, you name it. He's kind of one of those chameleon filmmakers that can do everything as a filmmaker, and that's cool to see that he's still relevant. He's still talked about a lot, and people still get excited to see his movies. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what you think about this movie, Nick. I think you're liking it a lot. Disclosure Day. I think you're gonna dig it a lot. Hope it does well for the box office. I think it'd be great for the box office too. Keep this train rolling, man. It's been a great summer so far, from Backrooms to last week was Scary Movie. I mean, everything. The Devil Wears Prada. I mean, it's been a killer summer at the box office. Obsession's
It's been a good year in general.
Great year.
You know,
great year.
Yeah, great year, man. You know, with Michael too as well.
Michael,
like,
oh my God, dude. Yeah,
you know,
killing it still.
Yeah, that's about to hit $1 billion. Hopefully soon. You know, once it releases this week on like in Japan.
It's gonna be huge.
Once it gets to Japan, it's getting $1 billion for sure. Because it's at like 890 already.
Yeah,
no, it's already at 90. It's already at 900.
900.
No, yeah, it's already 900.
Oh, it's reaching $1 billion. Give it 2 more days. Give it 2 more days. It's gonna be at $1 billion.
Before we close out, Nick, what's 903?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
We getting there.
Yeah, it's about to be Bohemian Rhapsody about this week.
Hell yeah, it is.
Musical biopic.
That's what I like. That's what I like to hear. I like that shit. Nick, what's the last good movie before we go? Last good movie you watched that you've been liking, or saw in theaters, or watched on TV?
Last good movie. It's correct. The immediate thing, the immediate film I think of, because I don't think I've seen a movie. I saw Smash Machine. Yeah, the first one that kind of comes to mind, because I was just talking with Kaylin about it, is God Is. I know that was like one that we saw in theaters, but
Yeah.
I'm like, I was like really fucking with that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that movie a lot. Like great casting of Sterling K. Brown, Vivica A. Fox, bunch of other people. Which I apologize, the names are escaping me right now. It's kind of been a long day,
they were
but
so good.
no, I thought that movie was like, even just like visually,
it was great. It was great.
Yeah, I fuck with that, and I like how again, like visually, like the burns that like some of the characters have. It's almost like it's like a physical manifestation of like the rage just kind of like burning inside of them. At least that's how I interpreted it. I was like, that's kind of clear. I like that. But
yeah, it almost kind of felt like a Western a little bit too as well.
Yep.
It did, yeah. Because I think the whole like that revenge aspect of it. I think that kind of happens in a lot of Western. I saw something more recently than that. I know. I don't know. But no, like his guy is like, because I was just thinking about the early today, so I gotta know what his guy is.
That's one that stuck with me a lot the past couple of weeks. Even actually, some of my coworkers saw it too. They were like, "Damn, that was good," and I was like, "I told you, I'll put y'all on some movies, some lower tier movies. I got lower like indie smaller release movies, but." No, that was a great movie. I hope more people see it when it comes. I think it's on streaming now. Unfortunately, I mean, it's pretty quick, release. Unfortunately,
yeah. I mean, it's just it's lower box. When it comes down to lower budget and everything too as well. But I enjoyed. I had a great time.
That was a good movie.
But the movie I saw. I mean,
what you got?
I saw Man of Steel. Literally today.
Hey,
great movie. I never get fucking tired of that movie, bro.
Oh, dude.
I saw the Man of Steel today because I was just like, I want to feel like, like a part of me was like, I want to, because as I'm working and everything like that, Mom-Test, I was like, I want to feel like nostalgic as I'm like doing this and everything. I was like, I'm gonna put on Superman. I'm gonna put on Man of Steel, and it's good. That's a good movie, man. Without so the buildings, falling off everywhere or whatever it is. When you follow this like non-linear like plot. It's just a good movie.
It's a great movie.
It's good like movie. Literally. Listen, y'all.
Tell us. Speak on.
Because I'm married now, so now it's like I'm allowed to kind of like plan for this. Like as soon as my kids are like kind of like, inching their way out the fucking womb, I'm telling you, bro, Man of Steel and/or BVS and/or Zack Snyder's Justice League is playing on the fucking screens in the hospital room.
Got an iPad ready for it too.
I'm telling you, as soon as I'm able to bring them back, Nick Jr. and Nicole Johnson. As soon as we walk in the house, like, hey, guess what we're fucking watching, kids.
It's funny. It's funny at the hotel I was at the other day for my cousin's wedding that I was staying at. I turned on the TV, and the first thing that pops on TV was Man of Steel. I said, "Thank you, Nick."
No, one time it was years crazy. Ago. It was junior at ASU, or it was the summer before that. I was in South Africa with my dad, and I was still in the hotel room, and BVS had come on. And I was like, "Hey, Pop, don't wait up, man. I'm gonna just be in here tonight." I was like, "I don't care about what happens outside this door, bro. Man.
I'll catch you on the flip."
I'm like, I'll see you tomorrow, man. I got a movie to watch.
Yeah, get out of here.
Yeah. I had to put a sock on the door. I put a sock on the door so it wouldn't like come back in. I was like, "You're not disrupting my time, bro. Not BBS, man."
You open the door. No. Don't worry about it.
I'm like, get the fuck out.
Get out. I'm watching my program.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Oh my goodness. And that will conclude this week's episode, y'all. Because we're on a bit of a time crunch. Nick, where can our lovely audience find you at home on social media?
You can find me here, of course, at Midway Avenue Productions Genre of Life podcast. You can, of course, find me at Ahmad Johnson 98 on Instagram. And wherever there's a movie being enjoyed, or wherever there's a Zack Snyder movie also being enjoyed, I'm gonna be there. You ain't gonna see me, but I'm there.
It'll be in the booth, the projector. Enjoy the movie, y'all.
Someone is like I'm about to see Disclosure Day, and then like Man of Steel is playing. They're like, what the fuck? Why is Man of Steel playing? I'm like, it's just me like in the
the projector
in the back. Like this is my life now. This is my purpose.
Quick plug, IMAX. If you're listening, please bring back Man of Steel and BVS and Justice League, his version on 70mm IMAX. We didn't get that experience when we were here in AZ, so
the Snyder cut on IMAX. Oh my god!
He played it by Moses in LA at the time. He played it in the City Walk.
I know I should have moved to LA, bro.
143, man. The entire movie, man. IMAX, make it happen.
God.
Triple feature.
Don't just hey.
We'll host it. We'll host it.
Yeah, we could.
We'll host it.
We could. Shoot.
We will host it.
Yeah.
I would love to just kind of like take all three of those movies and just edit them into like one gigantic movie.
Oh.
How long? Because you got like 2.5 movies. 5.5. Yeah, like a 9.5 hour movie.
Yeah. Say not long enough.
I'm telling you, yeah, man. Like put all the deleted scenes in there too.
All the extended versions. All of them.
Yeah,
all of them. All right,
crazy.
Moses.
You can find me at what? Sorry, I like blanked out for a second. Sorry, you guys. You can find me at Moses Lowy _ and you can find me at Directors by Moses Lowy, and also you can find me here at the Genre of Your Life podcast.
Hell yeah. You can see me not tearing up the city of New York when the Knicks win, but I'll be very happy for the Knicks winning, of course. I'm a family of New Yorkers, of course. And to support, of course, I know Nick's amazing wife, Kaylin, is a big Knicks fan, too. So I'm rooting for her team to win as well. Of course, you can find me here with amazing guys every week on this podcast that I'm really proud to have with these two amazing gentlemen. You can find me on my personal Instagram at TheYoungJones. You can find me on Twitter or X at CapriSun. And of course, as always, in our link tree, support these guys' amazing work. There are amazing articles, there are amazing short films, there's a lot of cool stuff on our link tree down here. Check them out. It's amazing. And of course, all one word, Midway Avenue Productions on social media and YouTube. So again, don't be shy. Don't be a stranger. Don't be lurking. Subscribe, rate, review. Leave some feedback on us on the comment section. We hear from you guys. What are you looking forward to the most this summer? Do you like Spielberg's new movie or not? Let us know. Your feedback means a lot to us. But until then, everybody, stay well, stay safe. And as always, more importantly, we will see you all at the movies.